Hey everyone, Cooper here, host of the fine podcast you're listening to. I just want to let you know that the episode you clicked on has a format that is very heavily inspired by a podcast called The Bookening. To be clear, our thoughts and opinions in this episode are our own, but the format is very similar to this podcast. I just wanted to give you a heads up and give credit where it is due. With that out of the way, enjoy the show. Coming up next, Booking It announces the fall schedule. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Booking It. I'm, of course, your humble and eloquent host, Mr. Cooper Cobbs. Joining me today is my very good friend...
Isaiah. Ooh.
Maybe the first time I didn't actually say your name when I was introducing you.
Wow.
Anyway, today we're here doing a quick episode about the schedule that's going to come out next fall. Really excited about it, aren't you, Isaiah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
He
it's
is
great.
He's very excited. And honestly, it's a lot of children's literature. But hey, we like children's literature over here at Booking It, right? 'Cause
Yeah, I mean, technically we're still sort of kids.
it's okay. All right, well, first off, I guess we didn't really announce this ever on microphone, but we did reach our goal, thanks to Isaiah's sister of some or another, to hit Green Ember. So we are going to be doing the Green Ember over the fall, which is going to be a lot of fun. What do you think about the Green Ember, Isaiah?
I really like the Green Ember series. It's not my favorite, but I've been wanting to do it on the podcast for quite a bit. So glad we got to do it.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I know we're all excited to talk about it, as in the three of us are.
Not Matthew.
Not Matthew. But anyway, second thing to note is we're going to be doing 3 episodes of Booking It a month and 1 episode of the screening. So why do you think we decided to make that change, Isaiah?
Just because we found that it was easier to talk about books than movies, and we like talking about them more than movies. So yeah.
I mean, that's not to discredit the screening, obviously.
Yeah,
But
no.
what we want to do is, I think, we're going to do a month of a genre. So we're going to do, sci-fi, fantasy, romance, western, a month, and do, 1 movie. And I mean, it shouldn't be... We were out, 35 minutes typically, maybe a little bit longer since we're only doing 1 episode.
Yeah.
But we really wanted to give space to books, as that was our original thing, and a lot of people listen to it. And so we're excited to be doing a lot of more episodes about books. Anyway, just kind of how structurally the schedule is going to look is, the first 2 episodes of the month are going to be back-to-back Booking It episodes. It'll be 1 book. For example, on September 5th and 12th, we're going to be doing Huck Finn. And so we'll do 1 episode or 2 episodes on that. And then after those 2 episodes in the first 2 weeks of the month, we'll have 1 screening episode. And the screening schedule is still being finalized. But needless to say, we're very excited about all the movies that we're going to be talking about over there.
Yeah.
And then after we do a screening episode, the 3rd week, we're going to be doing one of the Green Ember books. So it'll take us, we're going to do one in August, a couple weeks. Next episode, actually, September, October, and November. And that'll finish off Green Ember. That'll be the last podcast of each month. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's dive into some of the books that we're actually going to be doing. So I referenced it earlier. First 2 weeks of September is going to be Huck Finn.
Yep.
You excited for that, Isaiah?
I guess I don't really know much about it, so yeah.
You read Tom Sawyer, though.
I guess I've read Tom Sawyer, so yeah, it's gonna be a fun book to talk about from what I know of it.
Would you? People can go back and listen to our Tom Sawyer episodes, but what did you think about that book?
I thought it was an interesting book. It wasn't my favorite and a little bit slow at times, but a fun story.
Yeah. Mark Twain's fun to read. So, yeah, we're excited about that. I've never read Huck Finn. I don't think Isaiah has either.
No.
Which some people may consider a sin, but that's okay. But I'm glad to be, I guess, remedying a hole in my readership. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but
yeah.
Totally. It's a book that I think we both want to read before we die. So,
yeah,
might as well get it out now. And then we're going to be... So we did Green Ember before this, and then we've got Ember Falls afterwards. So we'll be talking about that.
Yep.
And then October 10th. So October is going to be a bit different, just because of the way Mondays fall. But October 10th is going to be The Tale of Despero by Kate DiCamillo. Have you read anything by... You read Because of Winn-Dixie, Tale of Despero?
No, I've never heard of him.
Miraculous Adventures of Edward Tulane?
Nope.
Yeah, okay. Well,
yeah, I haven't heard of these books. So.
She's a very prolific children's author now. And Tale of Despero is one of her first and best, in my opinion. Won the Newbery Medal.
Cool.
It's been a favorite since I was a kid, so I think Tanner likes it too. So I think we're gonna have a lot of fun talking about that one. It's got a lot of... She's Christian. It's got a lot of themes of light and dark and other stuff. But we're only getting one episode out of that because October 17th is going to be Ember Rising, another Green Ember book. And then we'll have a screening episode the next Monday. And the following Monday on Halloween, we're going to be doing Something Wicked This Way Comes by one Mr. Ray Bradbury.
Yeah.
So
no clue what that is, but cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what most of these books are, honestly. I really don't.
Well, Something Wicked This Way Comes is by Ray Bradbury. Ray Bradbury is most known for Fahrenheit 451. But I read Something Wicked This Way Comes last summer, and I really enjoyed it. And, oh, by the way, I didn't say this at the beginning. Please use discretion when reading books. If you feel like we're reading a book that your parents may not want you to read, then please have this conversation with your parents, and don't just assume that we're not saying everything in these books is 100% okay for you to read, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Be wise and use discretion and talk to your parents and things like that if you think. So, Something Wicked This Way Comes is a horror book, and it's got some creepy stuff in it. So, especially this book, please use discretion. But I don't know. What's your relationship with horror, Isaiah? Do you like horror?
I don't really know. I haven't read or watched any horror things.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't really know. This will be interesting.
Yeah, but Ray Bradbury he's really just a fun author to talk about. He's got a weird style, so that'll be fun. We're gonna get just one episode out of that, but it's gonna be really fun to read. It's really good. And then Tanner, this is probably his most favorite, and Isaiah's least favorite.
Yep.
Is the first 2 weeks in November we're gonna be doing another Jane Austen book, Emma. So Isaiah, how do you feel about that?
Not really looking forward to it, but we'll see how it goes. I haven't read the book. All I know is that Tanner's been telling me to read it for the past 7 years because he read it and loved it instantly. Apparently, I don't know. I didn't really like Pride and Prejudice or anything like that, so we'll see how this one goes.
Yeah, and actually, I think there is an episode out there that me and Isaiah did on Pride and Prejudice.
Yep.
That it's out there. I mean, not for them, but for us it is. So.
Yep.
But Emma, at very least, Isaiah liked it because it's funny, and Tanner likes it maybe because he can kind of personally relate to it, in a way in which I'm sure he'll be willing to talk about.
Maybe.
No, he will talk about it. He's been talking to me about it.
Never mind. He will.
But anyway, Emma's gonna be a lot of fun. Another Jane Austen book. Isaiah should read it before he dies, so I'm listening to it. I think I'm over halfway. I'm enjoying it. It's funny. It's good Jane Austen stuff. It's got a lot of stuff to teach us, and well, if I'm talking about it, then so first 2 weeks in November is Emma. Next Monday is going to be a screening episode, and then November 28th, the last week of November, Ember's End.
Yep.
So another Green Ember book. This is maybe getting too far ahead, but not a huge fan of the last book in the series. But we'll see what happens. So I don't know. Which I guess
I think it's a good book, but I think it's a good book, but not the best in the Green Ember series. So yeah, it could have been done better in some parts.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that one. I think Tanner's going to defend it. I think Tanner likes it a lot. So we'll see. It's going to be a fun conversation on Ember's End. So mark that date down on your calendars, November 28th. And by the way, we'll release the schedule on Patreon the day this is coming out. So yeah. And then December 5th and 12th, we have an interesting book that Isaiah's never heard of as well. Actually, you've heard of it.
So I've never heard of. I didn't know it was a book. I just saw that there was a show about it on Netflix. Never even watched a show or a movie or whatever the heck it was. I just heard about that. Didn't know this was a book. So yeah.
Right. So it's Watership Down. Watership Down. Now, last summer I read it, and so like Isaiah, I'd heard about it from the miniseries actually. And after I read the miniseries, which actually I like less now after I read the book and we watched it, but it's interesting. It's a good miniseries, I think. And after that, I kind of wanted to read it because I knew it was a classic. After that, I did research. It was a classic kids book, and I just wanted to read it. So it's going to be. I really want to do it for two reasons. Number one, it's going to be an interesting comparison point to Green Ember because it's about rabbits.
Okay.
And the rabbits in Watership Down are actual rabbits and aren't human rabbits. If that makes sense. They're not. So you know the word anthropomorphize?
No, not at all.
Okay, it just means to take something that's not human and give it human attributes.
Oh, okay. I know what that means now.
Yeah, you know what that means. So in Green Ember, they're anthropomorphized in a sense that they can have swords and they can basically move like humans can.
And there are no humans.
And they're right, exactly. But in Watership Down, rabbits are rabbits, except they could just think and talk.
Interesting.
And so there are humans, there are other animals that can talk as well. But it's actual rabbits doing actual rabbit things. So it'll be interesting as a comparison point to that. But then secondly, Let me talk about this in our Hobbit episode as well. One of the reasons I love The Hobbit so much is it's just like this easy style of like a grandfather telling a story to his kids. And Watership Down is one of the only other books that I've read that comes close to The Hobbit in that style. So it's written in that same like grandfather telling a story to his kids, and so I really like that a lot about Watership Down. So I think it's gonna be fun to talk about, and overall, it's just an enjoyable book to read. So, any else thing about Watership Down?
Nope.
Nope. All right. Well, actually, it'd be fun to do maybe behind the scenes, watch the miniseries, and do it for our patrons. So
That would be cool, yeah.
yeah. Make sure you go to patreon.com/booknet and support us there, so you
Yeah.
can get access to that. And then last but not least, we have a screening episode, and then December 26th, actually, we will release this on Christmas, won't we? A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Needless to say, a lot of us have a ton of baggage with that book. It's a book that I've never read. Yeah, you've read it, though.
Multiple times, yeah.
Multiple times. And do you like it?
I thought it was a good book. Whenever I first read it, I thought it was very slow, but reading it again, it gets better every time you read it.
Is it short?
The one I read was pretty long. Took me quite a bit to do, or I guess like medium-sized book.
Okay.
Whatever. Yeah.
I'll see. Well, it shouldn't be. I think it's not as long as Tale of Two Cities, though.
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Is it better?
Yes.
It's better than Tale of Two Cities? Because
I
it's
didn't really
shorter?
like A Tale of Two Cities that much, so
Okay, interesting.
in my opinion, it's better.
Okay, well, it'll be fun to talk about then. But yeah, need to say you'll have tons of baggage with it. So yeah. All right. Well, that about sums up our fall/December schedule. We gotta have to think about what we're gonna do in the spring. A lot of the reasons we're doing more work is because we're doing 3 episodes a month instead of 2, but also because we're reading is Shakespeare for school.
Yeah.
Like we don't have last year was great because we just had a bunch of cool books that we were gonna do on the show.
Yeah.
But we don't have none of that.
No.
now.
Just got a play from Shakespeare.
Yeah,
just got to play. That's it. Like
we gotta get a video of Isaiah reading some Shakespeare for our patrons.
No, we are not doing that.
That'd be
No,
so
no, no,
fun.
no.
It's so fun. But anyway, I think it'd be fun to do some Shakespeare. Maybe we'll do it. The thing is, all we can say is, yeah, it's great. Like he's a good writer.
He's a good writer.
And make Isaiah read some poetry, and then that'll be it.
But
There's not a lot else to talk about it. And so we'll do some Shakespeare maybe next semester, as well, maybe behind the scenes. But we need to think of other stuff and other stuff that is not so difficult to read, so that we can fit it in with other stuff that we're doing, which is why I ended up being a lot of kids literature this semester. So I'm looking forward to all this stuff. Isaiah's looking forward to it, even though he's not read a lot of it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Tanner's looking forward to it, and we're looking forward to another great year. By the way, we didn't celebrate our 2-year anniversary, Isaiah. That happened a couple weeks ago. So what do you want to say?
I forgot about that.
What do you want to say to the fans?
It's been a great 2 years. Thanks for listening. Keep on booking it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We got 2 years. Hopefully many more.
Been 2 years.
I know. It's been a lot.
Jeez.
It's blown by so fast, guys. And I'm gonna cry, but no, I'm not crying.
Please don't.
Crying.
Really don't. That'd be weird.
That'd be weird. But anyway, needless to say, thank you guys. We're looking forward to another great year over here at 412 Podcasting Network. And let's shout out some donors. Where would someone go if they wanted a donor shout out?
They'd have to go to patreon.com/bookinit and donate to any of our tiers that are $5 and up.
That's correct. All right.
Let's go.
Pull up the schedule. You're going to be giving a person a book they're most interested in reading. And don't go in order because that's lazy. Okay. All right. Nana.
Let's go with Emma.
Emma. And Happy and Wayla.
Watership Down.
Isaiah, your grandparents, Mike and Sylvia.
Christmas Carol.
Your parents, Mike and Laura.
Let's go with Ember Rising.
Your Aunt Jenny and Uncle Sam, Isaiah.
What was the book we put here again? Instead of Fahrenheit.
Oh, Huck Finn.
Huck Finn, yeah.
And then we got Moses. Your cousin.
Moses. Oh, I think he likes what was it? He actually Ember's End.
Ember's End?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, we got another person. I gotta continue.
I know.
Yeah. And then your other cousin, Zara.
Green Ember.
Green Ember. Anna.
Something wicked this way comes.
Rip. Emily.
Emily, I guess Ember Falls.
All right. Becky, your sister.
Tale of Despero.
Okay, she read that.
I actually probably should have done Green Ember for her.
Well,
but
it's okay.
Whatever.
Because she was the person who got us over.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you, Becky.
Yeah, thanks,
you.
Bex.
Leslie.
I already used all of them.
What?
Yeah, I've done them all.
Gosh dang.
We're gonna do War and Peace, the one he did in summer.
Last but not least, Keaton.
We'll just give him Emma again.
Okay,
We're doing
great.
that one again.
Great. All right, guys, thanks for listening to that. Hope you guys read along with us. Like I said, we'll post it over on Patreon. Please use discretion. Again, discretion is advised. Like you're watching a TV show. And we'll see you next time with The Green Ember. And until then,
keep on booking it.